Hello, dreamers, and welcome back. So we have Aquarius, and again, just a quick reminder to those of you that are new. This is a full house, so there's four teenagers, two dogs. So if there's noise in the background, that's where it's coming up. Control freak much is what's coming up for you guys. Loosen up, get outside, and get some movement. Physical movement is needed. Your body is asking you for movement. Your body's been asking you to get out more. To um, there there is this energy, Aquarius, where some of you may end up getting like, like the seasonal just depression and things that certain people get during the winter, like the winter blues. um and spirit is trying to show you ways to like stop you from going into those spaces, right? Like getting outside, like learning excuse me, learning to like have a different relationship with winter. If some of you like really don't like winter, really don't like the cold or whatever it may be, but there is this like, movement, like, whether it's getting outside for like a walk or just stretching, your physical body needs, or is asking you for that movement. There is this phase of your in your life at this moment in time where you're learning to let go of the control, or the need to control everything, especially when it comes to trying to control other people's decisions. um there are things that are being shown to you when it comes to this control freak energy that some of you exhibit, or that you guys exhibit to others. There is this more of like wanting to learn to go with the flow, but not really knowing how to start. That is what I'm picking up. So a lot of you, it's like, a lot of you are like, I'm not this control freak because I want to. It's like, if I'm not on top of everything, everything like falls apart. And I completely understand that, but there is a sense here of like, then maybe some of you have to learn how to delegate things to other people, um using those that are around you to help you. Like, if it's at work, it's like, if you're in a position where you are in charge, or you have other people that work under you, then learning to delegate certain things in your house, in your home. Like, there are things that can be delegated if you live with other people. And if you, let's say, if you live by yourself, and you're like, it gets really hard to like get the laundry done because I work so many hours, or this or that. These are things that you can outsource, right? So like, there's always a way to kind of like balance things out, right? There's a way to source things out, or a way to lighten up the burden that we may feel, right? So like, when we were looking to buy a house, like one of my main things was like, I want a dishwasher because I'm tired of like washing dishes, right? So that is like one of the main things that like I outsourced. I was like, I'm not doing dishes anymore unless like it's something that cannot be dishwasher, like what put in the dishwasher. And it just saves so much time. We load it up, we run it at night, and that's it, right? I delegated, where the fact, like, I have teenagers, so since before they were teenagers, they were old enough to do their own laundry, right? Those are things that I don't have to do. They each have their own room. Those are things that I don't have to clean. It's kind of like this, these things that I used to do for them when they were little, that now they can do for themselves. And it's almost kind of like that's the energy that um spirit is asking you, like, what can you outsource, or what can you oh, excuse me, what can you outsource, or what can you delegate to someone else, so that you don't feel this restricted and this need to control everything, or to control how everything is done. um because it's really taking like a burden on you, like physically, because again, there is this need of like your physical body asking you for movement. And this movement again, is not so much of like lifting weights or anything like that. It's just to kind of like learning to feel like the energies that are around, and just kind of like, okay, like that's the way that my body wants to go. And it's like seeing that everything has a flow, right? So one of the things that I love to do in the morning when I wake up is, after I'm done like meditating, because like there's a routine, right, to stop. So then once it is the time in the morning to go outside, I like to sit and I like to feel the energy of the day. And what that tells me, like, and what I mean by that is like every day has a rhythm, right? If you ever look at, and I've talked about this before, like you can see like sometimes where it seems like the day is going by so fast. It's like, oh, it's 8 in the morning, and all of a sudden it's like 7 at night. It's like, oh my god, where did the day go? And then there's days where it feels like the day is like the longest day ever. Like the hours are just going by so slowly. If you get in tune to the energy of those energies, you can tell in the morning what kind of day that is going to be, and therefore then you can choose what it is that you want to do, right? So when I have long, or when I have a lot of things that I want to get done, I feel for it. And if it's one of those days where it feels like the time is moving super slow, those are the days that I try to tackle the most. And when the day feels like it's flying by, are the days that I kind of like sit back and I try to like enjoy more than actually do. Right? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the way it's coming up. So what do we have for Aquarius? And for some reason today, the cards have been more on the floor than anything else. Um, what else does Aquarius needs to know? There is this energy here that is coming up as like we have the Two of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Swords, and then the Two of Wands. Um, two. There is this energy here of oh my god, what was I gonna say? Really, as you're navigating this energy of like how to delegate more, how to outsource things, right? As you're navigating this energy of like not being or needing to be in control of every little thing, there are emotional things that are going to surface. Excuse me. There are emotional things that are going to surface to let you know where this originated. And some of you may have this hesitation or this need to fight it off and like almost kind of like not let it surface completely out. So there is this energy of resisting here, of knowing the origin of where this control freak energy came from. So this month is definitely, and I feel that it's like this like for almost for everybody, because again we're ending a year and starting another one. So during this time, it's like the perfect time to really like, let's really let go of anything that's not serving us. Let's really let go of anything that no longer needs to be in our space, in our field. And I feel that that's why this month specifically, these readings are coming in with a lot of shadow work and a lot of like self-reflection for everyone, which is beautiful, because that's how you want to start the year. You want to start the year allowing yourself the space to really be you. And the best way to do that is to really face those parts of yourself that you have been hiding from others and that you have been hiding from. So let's go ahead and let's see, what is the advice for Aquarius? What is the advice for Aquarius, Spirit? Give me one or two cards for Aquarius. All right. So we have the expectations. Don't seek anyone else's approval, number 12. And this came out for someone else as well. I can't remember what zodiac sign that was. But it's actually it's actually a beautiful card when it comes to somebody that is navigating this energy of like really always being in control, like being seen as a control freak by others. We have people will always have their own expectations of who they think you should be. Their opinions are almost always based on restrictive societal norms and therefore are extremely unrealistic. No matter what they tell you, remember that you have permission to be, excuse me, whoever it is you most wish to be. You don't need anyone else's approval, only yours. So again, as you're navigating this, and as you're, and the thing is, like, you know, when people perceive you as somebody that is like a control freak and this and that, a lot of the times they don't, they fail to see the fact that this energy a lot of the times comes from like a survival, right? Where you were lacking something, where something was lacking, there was safety lacking, there was finances, there was food, there was something that was lacking that put you in this survivor mode, where then you had to control everything so that then you no longer lack of, right? So while you learn to accept and to integrate that area of yourself that was in that survivor mode, then there are people, again, there's going to be people that are going to have their opinions. There are people that are going to be saying whatever they're going to say, but at the end of the day, it's like, this is about you going and doing that inner work, and about you integrating all of these different parts of yourself, so that they're no longer in this energy of like pick me type of energy. Well, as always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.